Hey, Jims, I'm just checking on y'all. Hold on just one moment. Hey, y'all, I'm just calling to check on y'all to see what y'all did for Father's Day. We have to recognize the men who are standing here. Hey, Monique B. Okay, I'll check out IG. But y'all, Monique B, y'all need to go over there and look at her page, see the black art. You know what we are, kings and queens, praying folk. We need to go check out Monique B. Here it is. So don't say you there you go, Monique B. I need you to check it out. Hey, Sean. Hey, Carmel Apple. 7 streams. Hey, it's been a long time. Yes. I'm moving and shaking, baby. Um, um, Listen, all about the team have taught me a valuable lesson and how to run things and do things over here and be successful. Um, I got some very good news from my attorney. Some very good news that my paperwork hit the docket today. So I am very happy about that. I need y'all to go watch When Tay Talk tonight so y'all can see my paperwork hitting the docket. It's gonna shake the YouTube universe. I just want y'all to know that. But y'all, have y'all been watching what's been going on out here? Now, I'm not talking about the protests and all of that, which that's a major part of it, because Americans are standing up black and white and indifferent and saying, no, we are not going to treat you like a king. We are not going to be in a dictatorship, you know, but the fact that Iran, for real, y'all, have threatened the United States. Not only that, y'all, we had a congressman and senator pow over the weekend, and I was like, so many strange things are happening in my area. Now they can get on the wrong side or they can get on the right side. But see, you see this, yes. I went shopping today. I did. I went shopping. I sure did. I had to, reload because you're not coming in here. Like my husband said the other day, this is my house. um you know Somebody is going out, and Bob is helping me. Bob, that's my other man. I'm just letting y'all know because we cannot play. But baby, they went up in Minnesota, which is a less problematic place, and shot at and deleted 2 people. And today, y'all, we have Democratic senators going across the field and not being a Democrat no more because of the violence. So let me say hello to my chat. All right, Mildred is in the house, y'all. Hey, Mildred. Dion is in the house, y'all. This is another content creator. Dion says, whatever. Look, we need to share each other, okay? Carmel Apple, now that's my praying sister. Carmel Apple prays for me. Do you understand that? And as I pray for myself, Mary, how are you? Cute. That's cute. If I need to stomp the yard, she gonna stomp the grass, the yard, and the streets. Okay. They go talking shit with Shayna. If y'all don't go over there and hear her sexy voice, baby, she brings to life what we're feeling when we're feeling sexy. Okay. Hello, beautiful people. Yes, I am licensed to correct folk. Yes, you have to be licensed to correct folk. And things is getting ugly, with people on YouTube wanting to come to people's house or vacation spots. Hey, girlfriends, that's my educated woman, honey. Girlfriend is the one who helped me sometimes be good when I'm bad. She'll say, no, don't do that, Marcella. Hey, Cheryl, how are you doing? Michelle Carter. Look, no, I don't need you to talk. Wait, you get ready to talk. I don't need you to talk. Yes, I did my diagnostic video second day. Okay, we're gonna have to get on it. You know, you got to get on that horse and keep riding. Happy Pride to everybody. Hey, S. Bryant. Happy Pride. I like to thank another content creator, or not thank him, but show recognition. Mims, making it make sense. He was featured by a worldwide syndicate, and y'all, they are up there. You got Tisha Towels, you got Simone Redwine, you got Mims, you got people. Okay, Queen Sheba. She's up in New York, my home, following the Diddy trial. Y'all, to me, I couldn't handle the Diddy trial. I could not handle it because it is so disgusting. And like I said, we're talking about what he did with adults. I want to see something he did with children and put his finger on some children's stuff, because I believe if we start talking about the children, Diddy is going to start really telling on the elite to say who did what, okay? Because he's taken away from here some good people. Kim Porter, he's been, look, the way he beat on Cassie, I can't, me, myself, I can't stomach a lot of that. So I don't want to be out there, but 50 Cent clowning his baby mama, saying he gonna have custody. 50 Cent clowning his first baby mama. It is just bringing out a lot of ugly, and they are anticipating us as Black people to pay attention to Diddy, but we are paying attention to what's going on around us. So let's get into the tea of what's going on around us, because baby, they not playing with us, okay? Breaking news. Breaking, okay? Senator Mary Jane McAuliffe has crossed the floor to the conservatives. This is the second senator to cross the floor in 2 weeks. What I mean, cross the floor. They are leaving the Democrats and leaving the conservative caucus to go over there to the Republicans. And I think of a lot of it is fear because of what is happening out here. It's a lot of fear. And I want you to notice too, look, Trump is lashing out at blue cities because his Timu dictator birthday parade was a flop. And yes, we have to remember the Epstein files, the bought presidency. We have to don't get distracted. The Signal Gate, his unqualified, unfit junk drawer. We cannot forget that there are states that are recounting their ballots, and it don't look like Mr. Dictator should be in the White House, in our White House. Yep. They got rid of juror number 6. Judge Judy was attacking our favorite representative, Jim. Look, Judge Judy, you're only good on TV as a crackpot, not in real life. I could never take Judith Shanless really serious, okay? I'm not going to even take her serious, but she holds it down again. Congratulations to Jasmine. Y'all, Trump is really trying to destroy people. But let me tell you something. The Los Angeles mayor, honey. Let me show y'all what she's up to. Wait a minute. Somebody take it down. They don't want you to see it, but the Los Angeles mayor, Karen Bass, says the looting of the Apple Store and Nike store was provoked by the White House, okay? She is speaking up now. They getting rid of another juror, also defense mad about it. Yes, Judge Judy. Trump is a DMW. Tell me what that means, but baby, let me show y'all this. This fool have went to LA but says he's never been to California. I want y'all to hear for yourself. I need y'all. If y'all don't hear this for yourself, y'all would never believe me when this guy says that he's been to LA, but he's never been to California. Hold on. Let me turn it up for you.
Like Cali, I haven't been. I've been to LA, but I haven't been to Cali. Like Ashley Cali. But like Cali, I haven't been. I've been to LA, but I haven't been to Cali. Like Ashley Cali. But like Cali, I haven't been. I've been to LA, but I haven't been to Cali.
Now, I don't know why this boy is famous. I don't know if it is his dance, his eye looking at the other eye. I don't know why this boy Shamar is famous. I was just saying when I saw him crying and the one tear went behind his back, I was like, why is he famous? All of us should be famous. Okay? He never been to Cali, actually to Cali, but he's been to LA. Now maybe he's talking about Louisiana. I don't know. But this was made a meme from him. A meme. I just couldn't believe it. But anyway, I don't know either. He is too, oh my God. And he's a bucket. He is a bucket. I just don't get it. He is a bucket, okay? I don't know. And people just get with him for money because he makes money and a boyfriend steals it and then he moves on to the next boyfriend and the next boyfriend steals it. I don't get it, okay? But here's some serious tea. They ain't let me play this. I don't know why, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. The Israel, the Nigeria is telling Israel they must listen to their warning and stop the attack against Iran now. And they're not playing. I'm saying, look.
Bullshit, man. We ain't get that shit. Leave us the fuck alone. We ain't got nothing to do with this. I swear, y'all come over here with that bullshit. Y'all start acting up. We gonna beat y'all motherfucking ass. We gonna beat that motherfucking koofy off y'all motherfucking head. We gonna pull that dress over y'all motherfucking head and beat the fuck out of y'all. It gonna look something like this. Your dress gonna be over your head.
Let me tell you something. We need to pray. We need to pray because, see, everything that's happening is in the Bible. It's really in the Bible. And it is turning from a spiritual warfare into a physical warfare. When y'all are out on these streets, watch your back because it's some silly folk. It's some silly folk out here. But guess what? I'm so glad half of me, my Hispanic culture done stood up. Because listen to mi hermana. Listen to her. Oh my God, I didn't get the video. But see, this Latino, Puerto Rican, Mexicans, Cubans look black people in the face and smile and turn around and voted against us. See, they voted against us. And the lady in the green, she says, we voted against them. Why do we expect for black folk to come out and help the Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, and Cubans? Why should we go out there? They're calling for us. Hey, black people, we voted for Trump and we didn't believe Project 25. Can you please come and help us? He said he wasn't going to do Project 25. Please help. I'm telling you, they're calling. And what we need to be doing right now is getting ready. Crazy. Iran has been sick of bullying and it's been 40 years, correct. Crazy. Hey, Cece. The whole line. I got the thing with Israel and Jerusalem on, period. Hello, Miss Sapphire. Um, the Holy Lion got sticked with Israel and Jerusalem. Um, I need to tell you, gots to stay with Israel and Jerusalem. That's the Holy Land. That's right. And y'all, these people are trying to play on our top because let me tell you a little secret, a little tea. Don't be dumb. After they come after the Hispanics and they making sure that the Nigerian, African, and all these cultures can't come in the United States, you know they coming for you. You know they coming for you. Now, I don't see them in South Central LA. I ain't seen them running up in South Central LA because I'm going to tell you, those ching chang Chinese people, they not going to play. They not going to play. Many of them have moved their grandparents there, their great-great-grandparents. It's old culture. And before they come to Chinatown, well, let me tell you a little gang that seems to keep flying under the radar. Yakuza. Remember that word, Yakuza. Yakuza. Okay? So they went over there to South Central, and y'all, the Bloods and the Crips, and all them better get together and come to a compromise because, baby, I can tell you that the YNs, they're a bunch of young people who don't know how to hold it down like we can. But we need to start talking to our children because, baby, the police have been acting ugly, ugly, ugly. They've been stopping people for no reason. They've been doing things to folk for no reason. And believe me, when your great-great-grandma used to tell you how it was back in the day, they trying to do this full circle. We better open up our eyes, stop playing, listen, stop supporting this stuff. Now, let me show y'all. I couldn't get that video up, but listen to this.
We have some serious news right now. New rules would allow VA doctors to avoid treating Democrats and unmarried veterans as a result of new Trump policy, according to The Guardian. These new rules apply to a whole host of occupations, from doctors to psychologists to dentists. While all staff are still required to treat veterans regardless of race, color, religion, and sex, individual doctors can now refuse to treat patients based on personal characteristics not prohibited by federal law, and language requiring medical professionals to treat patients regardless of political status or marital status is expressly eliminated, which means under these new rules, veterans who are not married could potentially be refused treatment because they're not married. Veterans who are Democrats can be refused treatment because they're a Democrat. And that's not all. Doctors and medical staff could even be barred from working at the VA based on political status, based on marital status, according to The Guardian. And that includes nurse practitioners, chiropractors, optometrists, podiatrists, and licensed clinical social workers. This is real. This is happening. I'll have a full breakdown on my Substack linked in bio, so subscribe for free and follow along for more. We have some...
Now, first of all, because you a black person, they're going to assume you Democrat. So you mean to tell me if I'm not married and my chest hurt, they can refuse me as a veteran who fought for this country? Come on now. How you start a fight and get your plane? How do you start a fight and get on your plane and leave? That's right. They're coming through here supporting Trump, and this is ruining our human race. And this is the answer. This is the answer. See, we got to stop acting like next year. We cannot think about next year. We have to think about tomorrow. We have to think about that they're building more prisons right now. Not for everyone. I know y'all don't think that. Prayer works, okay? Nothing speaks louder than God. Amen. But see, there is a lot of people that got a problem with the verse now. Everybody loves Psalms and Proverbs and John 3:16. But guess what I noticed about a lot of people these days? They forget about that James 3:16. Now let me read that to you right quick, because we go in different directions when we up here on Speak with Your Girl Marcella. Marcella is speaking. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me get to this Google. James 3:16. It's all right. James, hey Norris. James 3:16 states, "For where you have envy, selfish ambition, there you will find disorder in every evil practice." According to the Bible Gateway, this verse, it highlights the negative consequences of jealousy and selfish ambition, linking them to chaos and immoral behavior. We got a lot of that going on in our world. On YouTube, you got people suing people because they're envious of somebody else. You got a castmate on Love and Marriage Huntsville that is struggling with James 3:16. She can read the Bible, quote verses, but skips all around James 3:16. We have to stop that, because in order for us to pray and move forward, you can pray, "Lord, I'm praying for Marcella." But baby, if you're evil against other people and you don't speak on it, you might as well just forget about everything you're praying for and go to James 3:16, where James 3:16 tell you that the jealousy and people coming together will bring chaos. We have to do organization and look forward to knowing, not thinking, not assuming that once they get finished, with the brown people, Mexicanos, Colombianos, they coming for the Blackos, the Afro-Americanos. They're coming for us. But we got two weapons too: prayer and Bob. Prayer and Bob. So we have to get on top of things. Now in California, July 1st now, everybody who lives on the West Coast know that this is true. Know that what I'm about to tell you is the truth. Don't wait to listen. I got me a good girlfriend in my little group, and I'm gonna make sure she is okay. Get your food and stay off the street. Don't play. Now listen to what they about to do in California, y'all. Shamar say he ain't never been to LA, but listen to this. Oh. California gas tax hike begins July 1st. You know what Trump is doing. Trump is trying to get at Newsom. So he said, "I'm going to mess with your people." Let me tell you something. My girl talking shit with Shayna. She lives right around the corner where they're doing all this protesting. And the police and the National Guards, they're trying to provoke the protesters. But I'm going to tell you, they couldn't mess with this. Look. Let me tell you what I just showed you. These are the people who protested against Trump. But I want you to look at this crowd. Many of them voted for Trump. But they said, no, baby, you're not hitting a certain amount of people. You're hitting us too. So now they're going to try to fight to make sure that things get changed around. So let me tell you what my good judge told me. This is my good judge. He wants y'all to listen to this.
Orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and then jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there.
What it's come to in this country, where we have officers already prejudging a situation and how it's going to play out. They didn't talk to any lawyers. They didn't talk to any judges. Basically, they're saying that if you do certain things, you're going to have certain consequences. And the last consequence is a deadly consequence. Look, we have to look out for ourselves. And what that means is avoid this legal system at all costs. I'm a judge. I've been a judge for many, many years, and I know that this is not the way you want to go. So do your best to stay out of the legal system, manage your emotions, manage your mind so that you don't end up on the wrong side of the law. Let's go.
Manage your emotions, manage your mind, manage your kids. This man said he gonna take you out. You throw a stick, he's going to notify your family. See, now they done what? They done pulled the hoods all the way off. And they telling you, like Project 2025 told many of us, what they gonna do. And what you need to do is keep yourself and your children out the street. And I'm going to tell you that President Trump done told ICE, listen, slow down. Don't deport the people that work at hotels and in the farms. So we going to keep you if you can work in the farm, if you can work in hospitality. He mad because his crowds wasn't large. Now, let me tell you something about his crowds. Do you know that somebody ordered thousands and thousands and thousands of reservations to be at the Army birthday? Now, it was Donald Trump's birthday, but it was the Army's birthday. Y'all forgot about that. It was truly the birth date of the United States Army. And they reserved all these tickets. But baby, wasn't nobody there. So now the military is mad because they had to bring all this equipment. These people, National Guards, were out there sleeping on the ground, sleeping in buildings, wasn't getting 3 square meals a day. $74 million went into a parade that wasn't parading. There was less spectators, but everybody was marching in their cities against dictatorship, against taking people's freedom. So I hope the haters now, I hope the haters are looking at the people who is not going to put up with that back hillbilly you coming out the mountains. Because, baby, you see black, white, and indifference coming together against hate in the United States. And then you see in other countries saying, United States, we're going to get you. Don't mess with us. We don't agree with Trump. I mean, y'all have did what y'all had to do. Don't include us with this. So listen to this.
Colleague, Speaker Melissa and her husband Mark were shot and killed early this morning in what appears to be a politically motivated assassination. Our state lost a great leader, and I lost the dearest of friends. Speaker Hortman was someone who served the people of Minnesota with grace, compassion, humor, and a sense of service. She was a formidable public servant, a fixture and a giant in Minnesota. She woke up every day determined to make this state a better place. She is irreplaceable, and we've been missed by so many. Minnesota's thoughts and prayers are with her family, her loved ones, her children, and her parents. My good friend and colleague, Speaker Melissa.
Now, when you outlive your parents, she went before her parents. She had children and a family, and they caught him this morning. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Let's get real, and real. This man perpetrated a fraud as a police officer. Now, tell me how that look if somebody come to your door pretending to be the police. What you gonna do? Amen. Stay out the streets, y'all. U.S. military didn't even want to be there for Trump Day. They didn't. Hit the like button because Marcella is sharing knowledge and her point of view, only because we are free thinkers. That's right. She was the president for the voting, right? Donald Trump is trying to go after every city that was sanctuary, that saved people, every blue state, even if they're not all the way blue, but they have a lot of blacks, so that makes them blue. But I'm telling you now, we are not our ancestors, and that includes the women. I just want y'all to know. Hey, Simply.
And away we go. So not one, but two Democratic lawmakers was just shot by a man dressed as a cop. Okay, you guys, right off the bat, there's a lot of questions. A lot of things don't make sense. Let's get into it. Now, first, let's start with Melissa Hortman, who was shot and killed along with her husband by an assailant who they said was dressed as a cop with a cop car. Now, the first question I have, is this related?
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and we worked very hard to try to get a budget deal that wouldn't include that provision.
Now, she seems very distraught, almost like she knew her life was in danger. That's because she voted against Minnesota Care, in which is a bill that gives illegal immigrants health care. Says here that Melissa Hortman sided with the Republicans to pass this bill. Now, the police chief reports that the assailant actually went to the house, killed both of them, then they exchanged fire with him, then he leaves out the back. But question, you guys let him go out the back, and how did he get the cop car and all this gear to look like a cop? Just spitballing here, but what if it wasn't an impersonator and an actual cop was doing this? And another question is, why did Senator John Hoffman get shot just 8 miles down the road from her shooting when he voted for the bill? They also said that this shooter had a manifesto in the cruiser with a list of lawmakers he was going to take out. So the question is, what else did he vote for or not vote for to piss this guy off to go shoot him as well? Now, at the same time, earlier this morning, a car explodes on the Strip in Las Vegas. Now, reports are still developing on this, but they did say the car in question fled the scene. Maybe a distraction, maybe a sign for something else. I mean, is it a coincidence that all this stuff is happening on the same day as the No Kings protest, Trump's birthday, today is Flag Day, the 250th anniversary for the U.S. Army? I mean, it seems to me that's a lot of ducks in the row to be a nothing burger. Make sure you guys get into my Telegram. I'm going to drop some more stuff in there. But
let me tell y'all something. Like this YouTube lawsuits is a distraction. For instance, let me get down with it. Melody Cherie has a new private Facebook. Distraction because the show is coming out on the 19th of next month. Is it a distraction? This car exploding in Las Vegas on the day of Donald Trump's parade on the 250th birthday of the Army, disguised as celebrating a dictator. Things are happening fast, everywhere, around you personally, on TV. Okay, so let's get into a little Real Housewife of Atlanta. Britt Eady is suing Bravo for $20 million. Let's tell you that now Bravo is talking about dropping all Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of, all of them. Salt Lake City, all of them. But at the end, as you watch these little episodes, they're making Britt Eady look horrifying. Even though she pulled out her own breasts and put them on the counter, did some crazy things, they are highlighting Britt Eady. And also, they were bringing Kenya back. I heard through the grapevine. I heard it. Now, it's alleged. I don't know if it's true, but in Atlanta, Todd wants to sue Mama Joyce. You know, Candy and Todd wants to sue Mama Joyce. Portia of Real Housewives of Atlanta have been paying Simon Gubatia's child support. She testified in court that she paid another woman child support because the woman called her and said, we don't have any money. She testified to that. Baby, it's some stuff going on around here. I think Trump pays these people to take out everyone that was against him. He's a very evil person. But baby, we have to rebuke those devils. I mean, like I'm saying it right now, you have to call their name. Donald Trump, we rebuke you in your evil doings. You have to rebuke people that's doing things to you out loud. It's not true she lied. Who lied? Britt? Oh, you mean Portia. Girl, I got the testimony. Where this chick says she paid Simon Gubatia's child support. I said, child, you really did that? I don't know. I don't think Portia would get under oath. I hope she wouldn't lie. But yes, Portia is saying that she kicked out child support, okay? But listen to when Portia said that, this is what I said.
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool. No, them veneers don't make that look no better. Girl, how I look?
When Portia says she paid that child support, I think she reached out there to say how she looked, because to me you look like a damn fool. You look like a damn fool telling people you paid this man child support, and I am not lying. I cannot figure it out. Let me see. I want y'all to know this seriously. In Virginia, we had our protest, the No Kings rally in Virginia. On that day in 2018, I believe, there was a young woman who got ran over by someone who got in the SUV and plowed through a bunch of people. Well, in case you do not know, it happened again. Okay. Man drives into a crowd of protesters at No Kings rally in Virginia. Look at him. They be looking retarded.
Fox Local is Fox 5. Live news.
It's the best time. I mean, how could you argue?
And more. Fox Local is built for you.
Oh, Lord.
On your phone, on your TV.
Wait a minute, let's get this.
Fox Local.
Tonight, a Northern Virginia community on edge. A man now charged with driving into protesters at a No Kings rally in Culpeper. Fox 5's Nana St. Bonsu has the latest from Culpeper. Hey, Katie, good evening. This is where it happened, right off of James Madison Highway by this Walmart here in Culpeper on Saturday, just after 12:30. Culpeper police were already on the scene monitoring the No Kings rally protest that started in the morning when they noticed the man on your screen, 21-year-old Joseph Cheklik Jr., drive his SUV, quote, recklessly through the crowd of pedestrians. Police say Cheklik intentionally accelerated his car in the crowd that was dispersing, hitting at least one person with his car. Now, let's talk about that person. Police know that someone was hit, but they are still looking to speak with the person. They say no one came forward during the initial investigation to report any injuries. We spoke with one woman who lives nearby who can't believe what took place.
It's awful. There's no reason for it. Yeah, it's sad. I hope it brings us together, even though we may have different views, that, we can have those different views and still be civil and kind towards each other. I mean, there's no point in it, really.
Now on social media, Virginia's candidates for governor both condemning the violence at the protest in Culpeper. Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sear saying, quote, anyone who chooses violence, no matter their views, should be held fully accountable. Former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger thanking law enforcement who responded, adding that, quote, political violence and intimidation are not who we are as Virginians. Police are asking anyone with information, if you know the person who
Now,
or if you are that person, to call 911 and ask for that suspect. He is being held in jail.
I want to tell y'all something. This has already happened in Virginia, where someone ran their truck through, but I want to bring y'all back to something important. Let me just take you back. Let me take you back right quick. Remember the attempt on Donald Trump, where the young man got up on the roof and they said that he fired over the president's ear. Young boy, mental health issues. They are trying to say today that this 21-year-old young boy, he a young boy now, not a thug, not an insurrectionist, not a terrorist, young boy has mental health problems. So you mean to tell me if he black, he a thug, insurrectionist, terroristic, and the boy that was up on the roof that took a pow at the Donald Trump's ear was not a threat? Baby, I think that they might be sending churn out. See, let me tell you something about the Vietnam War. When they wanted to hurt the soldiers, the United States soldiers, they knew the weakness of the soldiers that was in those rice fields. They knew the weakness of the men. Let me tell you what the weakness was in case you don't know. The weakness is that they would have Vietnamese women go up to the men and show their breasts and show their bodies, not knowing that the Korean Vietnamese women had boom on their bodies. And when they got around a bunch of the soldiers, the United States soldiers, they would let the boom loose, killing many of our heroes. Well, they're doing that still in the United States. Let's bring something clear. Shannon Sharp, for instance. Y'all, let me show y'all a distraction. How Shannon Sharp was distracted. Hold on. Let me find it. Do y'all know that when Shannon Sharp was in high school, that women called Shannon Sharp ugly, black? These and these were black women. These were black women who would talk to Shannon Sharp crazy because they didn't think that Shannon Sharp was going to go anywhere. But look at Shannon Sharp today. He's still not cute to me. He's still not cute to me. But Shannon Sharp has gotten with a 19-year-old girl who has put a leash around his neck, calling him monkey, calling him all kinds of names, getting his money taken right now. But he didn't have a problem with that. Our men are going to women of non-color because they said that we're too difficult. Now, I wouldn't say that we're too difficult. I would say we just don't tolerate the bullcrap. Teach your children that some children are not trustworthy, whether they black, white, or indifferent. We see Mr. Travis Hunter, for real. He had a woman who told him he wasn't her type. He was ugly. But when she found out he was going to be somebody, she married to him right now without a prenup. She'll stay married to him. Maybe, baby. Kick out a baby. So that she can walk away with millions for her family. But my thing is, his mama had to be weak. Because, see, you know what? Our sons will be prone to listen to mama say, cover yourself, baby. Isn't that the same playbook the CIA? Yes. Oh, she already pregnant. She gonna take his money. Hold on. I'm a businesswoman, y'all. And she only got him because her brother told her to. And guess what? Stop playing. She's speaking truth. No, Travis is out here wilding out and family grilling and his wife, sad but true. Now, if y'all don't believe me, let me tell you about, because y'all know my brother played professional football. Okay. In case for people who didn't know. But let me tell you this. There was a Tennessee player who married a woman. He was cheating. And he bought his mother a home. He was cheating, and all of a sudden, he pops out and gets unalived. Him and the side chick. So who got all the assets? His wife. He had bought his mother home 20 years prior to him leaving this earth. And you know what happened? That wife of his kicked her out. And the problem is that Black people die with bills and not wills. And you don't set up things for your children, and the state takes it. It don't get left to somebody else and somebody else and somebody. The state will take it. If you didn't leave it to your wife, they will tax her until it has to be sold to be gone. You got to understand, in setting up your life, you need to set up your finances, because you will get played like a banjo. Now, if this girl has the baby and 2 weeks she decides that she just cannot stay with him, he will be paying a lucrative child support. He will be giving her that $3.5 million home that she just bought. And she would have to give him a couple of $1 million. And her mama and her brother and everybody going to move in that house. And he going to feel like an outsider. And they're going to hablo Espanol around him and be talking about him in his face. Where, what did he do for his parents? Deion Sanders tried to warn him. But we're going to look up 3 years. The nanny is going to be raising Travis Hunter's baby. And she going to be on the street. And I don't want y'all to forget, on her hand where he placed her ring, it has a dollar sign. I was just stupid. You can tell she was trying to hold everything in because she doesn't like him. She doesn't like him. And you're right, Cece. He deserves what he get. That story was so crazy, and he was such a good player. Yes. That girl kicked his mama out on the street because he did not take care of his business. Was his mama and grandmama difficult? I'm tired of Black men saying we are difficult, but you came out of a Black womb. Yeah. They forget. They forget that we marinated women, baby, we make a way out of no way. Always. We make a way out of no way, but it's never appreciated. So this is what I'm going to tell you. We need to go back, honest to God. We need to go through our house right now. We need to clean it up. Everything you don't need, get it out. Clean up those corners. Purge yourself and start anew with your kids. At least one night a week, sit at the table and talk to your kids, because it's about to get real out here. You got many of us in our house, we got clutter everywhere. It's time to declutter, because declutters your mind. Baby, with the way things going, this what you better be paying. The things you need. Your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill, your rent. I hate to say it. Credit cards. If you need to put food in your house, you need to do that. You need to go get light bulbs, I'm talking about the kind that you don't have to, you could put a battery in. You need to get batteries. You need to get ready because, see, when Iran come for us, I'm going to tell you the first plan. Power grid. If Russia come for us, power grid. Canada warned you already. Trump, we will turn off the power grid. You better learn the survival to live. I done went and got a lot of charcoal that you don't need, lighter fluid. I'm ready. But if I have to go home with the Lord, I'm gonna make sure my mind, my heart is with God. It's gonna get worse before it get better. I need y'all to know that. They not playing with us. When Travis received his Harmon Church, she refused to stay and do it because she was jealous. And she was jealous because of that money, James 3:16. She doesn't like him at all. He just looks dumb and happy. I hate it for him, but he's got to go through what he's going to do. And guess what? She probably cannot stand his mother. Big guy, light bulbs, you can put a battery in. Yes. Yeah, they not called big guy. I'm gonna get y'all one so y'all can see it. Hey, Gems. Hey, University Marine. Steve McNair. That's his name. Steve McNair was unalive, and everything in me tells me his wife had her little finger on it. But she has some loyalty. So true. Sorry I'm late. That's all right, baby. Hey, yep. I'm from Mississippi, girl. I know all about that. But let me tell you how overseas players they got so smart. Okay, let me tell you about this guy right here. Let me tell you about this. You ain't gonna believe it. Where because black folk don't know about finances, okay? They don't teach you about finance. They teach you to work for finance. Let me tell you about this guy. Soccer player who put his pay in his mother's name, so when he got a divorce, his wife didn't get anything. The soccer player in question is Hakimi, a Moroccan defender who plays for Paris Saint. During his divorce proceedings, it was revealed that he had transferred all his assets into his mother's name, reportedly to protect them from being split with his wife. This decision meant that his wife was unable to claim half of his fortune in the divorce settlement. Hakim's mother has reportedly managed his finances since the beginning of his career. He stated that she ensures he doesn't overspend, according to the reports. This arrangement came to light during the divorce proceedings when his wife sought a portion of his wealth. This woman had a baby from this Moroccan player. She was much older. So she had this baby. She decided, I don't want to be with you no more. But he transferred everything to his mama name. And when she went to get that divorce, baby, when she found out she wasn't getting nothing, wife of Moroccan soccer star loses divorce. Did she get money? He transferred all his assets to his mother. She got nothing. In that, she didn't want the kid at the end. She didn't want nothing because she couldn't get his money. And this is what protects you as black folks, their trust. The trust protect, like this clown over there is trying to sue me. My money is in a trust. You can sue my trust, but do you think I'm going to tell you the name of my trust? Do your job. Find out what it is. Find out what it is. You need to protect your children and your family. He needs to do that. He bought her a car. You know, Dion tried to warn him. Dion put him under, look. Pilar, remember when she tried to pull that on Dion? Pilar walked away with nada. Nothing. Because he protected himself. Y'all, we need to stay prayed up. Get ready. I just wanted to check in and check on y'all. I didn't want to stay up here but an hour, but y'all, prayer changes things. I'm being serious. We need to get a hold to the Bible. We need to start cleaning out our homes. We need to start getting organized. Oh, he can still change everything to a trust. He can still do that, and she can't get a hold of it. There's some assets he can put in a trust. And when he signed his contract, before they got married, he signed a contract. He could have been obligated and put money in a trust where he didn't have to get a prenup. See, I hope he ain't that dumb. But guess what? Travis' brother behind him is watching Travis. He's going to go pro. Travis' younger brother behind him, that boy going to be pro. But I'm sure that as he gets his money, because they get paid every Tuesday, football players get paid every Tuesday, he will sink a lot of his money into his mom and dad. When you got money, you don't have to go shopping every week, every month, you don't have to. People that's not used to money, that's what they do. They go shopping every week. They got to buy this. They got to keep up with the Joneses. And then you find a lot of ball players who marry women, and the women are the ones who break them. It don't be them. It be the women that break them. He's not listening. No, he is not listening. Hello, Nat. Now, Nat, y'all, Nat shares a lot of stories with me, and they are so good. Marcella is so right, because there's so much going on in the government right now. They're fighting me to be able to get my Medicaid now. And now I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm appealing it. Yes, keep appealing it. You know, Maria been appealing a case for what, 3 years now, Marie? We got to learn about money, but I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of things going to go up. Food is going to be gas. It's going to be, you need to simplify your life. I'm serious. Clean out the clutter where you can think better. I'm telling you, you would say, what does cleaning up my house got to do with what's going on? It's going to give you a clear picture. You're going to start, all this stuff around you, you're going to stop thinking about it, and you're going to have a clear picture of what's going on. Much better picture. Find your documents, your kids' birth certificates, your marriage license, your bank accounts. You need to sign up for your Social Security account. You need to know all this, because stuff might go down. And when it come back up, you're going to be needing to know about if you put it in there, I'm sure the government is backing up Social Security and stuff like that if they got to bring it up. But something ain't right about Trump being in our White House. And I'm telling you that. Y'all go check out Lily. Y'all go check out Tell the People. She does great commentary. Midas Touch. They have fired all 3 of the New York district attorneys that went after Trump. Fired them. Anything that was bought against Trump, they're knocking it down. Cat Williams, Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle vanished after they was hunted. That's right. Cat Williams, I pray for him. He's a good friend, and he ain't talking to nobody. He ain't talking to nobody. After he came out about that, about what was going to happen in 2025, y'all, and naming heavy hitters. Y'all see that Harvey Weinstein trial was led in a mistrial. Now, let me tell you, Harvey Weinstein, I believe Trump would have already pardoned him, commuted him out, but he's in state prison. He's in state. So we got to, yes, inhumane. Cleanliness is next to godliness. My auntie used to tell me that God ain't coming in your mess. Clean it up. And that's what I'm telling you. Love y'all. Sneaking on the phone. Hey, Brim. I Miss Bugs. Miss Bugs is my mind. I love Miss. I remember when Miss Bugs had to leave to do school. Now she got her school together. She done moved to Texas, y'all. Texas is very, very nice, but it's too hot down there for me. Lord have mercy. But y'all, start cleaning up your house. Start finding your documents. Find your birth certificate, your social security cards, things that you need. Baby, don't worry about paying no credit cards. I would not. What can they do to you? They can't garnish your wages. They can't do anything. Pay your rent, gas, light, water. Buy food. Buy matches. Buy charcoal. Buy things that you will need because it's about to get ugly. Please talk about the Epstein list. I'm going to tell you right now that they want us to forget who's on this list, but they are elites. Y'all, I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if y'all notice this. Talking Shit with Shayna lives in Los Angeles, right? Do you know how many celebrities and rich people that moved out the Hollywood Hills? They ain't there no more. Moved to other countries that they can't be expedited. I wonder why. I wonder why Los Angeles Hills is burning down. I wonder why San Diego is burning down where the elite lives. The elite means rich. Are we going to forget about the tunnel that was under Diddy's house that went to the Playboy Mansion and went to a lot of producers' houses in Los Angeles? Why is all of this burning down? Y'all, Trump is trying to put everybody else's sins in front of his own. Epstein was friends with a lot of these people, and that was part. Now, check this out. I'm going to say alleged, but I know it's true. They had to keep celebrities in check, so they had to put them in compromising situations. So when they needed something from them, the government could blackmail them and make them pay. Boom. No evidence. Y'all remember Drake began to sell his properties in LA. He began to sell his home in Miami. Drake moved back to his own country, which is Canada. Zip line and hooker, everything out of the United States. Ellen moved. Eva Longoria moved. Celebrities moved and stuff started breaking off. They want to create these smart cities, so they burn everything down and take over the land using the eminent domain. Just like the city that was an all-black city. Shayna, put the name of that city in here. The name of this black city, many people cannot even rebuild because they don't have the money to rebuild. What they done left, they abandoned California is burning down because that's where the stories are and that's where the evidence is. And what a 15-minute city. Yes. Yes, that's the city. And under the White House, politicians, yes, they have moved. They are trying to burn and cover the dirt. You know what? Diddy just might be a distraction. But 50 Cent's better watch his back. For real, because he is not a friend of a friend of a friend. Cat Williams better watch his back because he's not a friend of a friend of a friend. They tried to turn Cat Williams, locked him up. What do you think he says? He never went. Jail and prison are not the same. All these charges, but no conviction because they was trying to turn Cat Williams. But Cat Williams believed in the Lord. They tried to make us think that Dave Chappelle was crazy, but he wasn't. You better believe the people that's going under attack, you better watch. And why we don't see Jay-Z showing up for Diddy when they was brothers. They punishing Damon Dash. I'm telling you right now. They punishing Dame Dash. They punished DMV, DMX. He was not getting high when he was gone. Remember what Hughes Hefner said? He said when died, everything was going to fall apart because he held all of the Hollywood secrets. You have to imagine how many people made the tapes on Diddy and Epstein. Diddy and Epstein was friends. Do you know that when they raided Diddy's house, they wasn't looking for nothing but tapes, evidence against senators? He sure better watch his back. Nobody don't care how many people slept with. This is a bit destruction because we bought the head on and it's already World War III. That's right. Believe me. God said there was going to be an Antichrist. Do I think Trump is the Antichrist? Not at all. No. No, I don't think Trump is the Antichrist. I think it's one of these billionaires that's pulling strings that you never see their face. Let's talk about the families y'all don't talk about. Vanguard, BlackRock. Yes, they're doing him wrong for real. All of Hollywood then turned into track stars. I'm going to tell you, you better watch what's going on here. You know what they did? Demi Moore married Ashton Kutcher. And Ashton Kutcher was a up and coming. But don't forget that Ashton was at them Diddy parties. Remember those faces who was at that dinner party? Do you know, hey, I'm live. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, I'm live.
Oh.
All right. Y'all take a look around at these Diddy parties and remember who was there. And don't forget the KKK, the Kardashian Krusty Coochies. And I'm spelling Krusty with a Krusty. Okay? Kardashian, and I'm spelling Coochie, Koochie. Kardashian Krusty Coochies was there for every downfall of our melanin men who didn't feel a black woman took them to the finish line. Okay, the karma is quick because the president Elon was like, and now Diddy and Jay-Z, the Rockefeller family. That's right. JD Vance, that's going to be the next president. And they're saying Donald Trump's supposed to die in the White House at the end of June. Lord, I don't wish that he do pass, but baby, take him out of here. And JD Vance is just as evil and greedy as Donald Trump. Old money runs the y'all. Believe me. Why don't we see Chris getting in trouble? You see how they ruined Black China, used her as an incubator to have Rob as baby because Rob is really a waste of time to the sisters. You don't see Rob, but you see Chloe with Rob's child. And you see Angela White, who is Black China. Come on now. Y'all, they built onto their empire. Not only was they at Diddy's party, but they took a picture with Diddy in that. Yeah, they tried to get Chris Brown. That's why he's paying right now. They allowed those women to take advantage of them. I feel no pity on them. Yep, he sure did. Vance is worse. He is. Because y'all better forget that Vance wasn't raising no money. He said the stupidest things that didn't make sense, racist things, as he's married to an Indian woman who looked more black than white. And he made vice president. Why? Because Elon backed him. And it's going to be time to pay the piper. It's definitely going to be time to pay the piper. Look at my baby here.
Hey.
Hey, girl. This was a very good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm listening and fixing my plate. Y'all, if J.D. Vance become president, it will continue even faster than what they're doing with Trump. Trump is losing control. They did that little parade for him. Those military men did not look happy at all for it to be the 250th birthday for the Army. No extra kids. They both married to immigrants, right? This,
JD
yeah,
Vance is a hand-picked person from the Heritage Foundation.
Nisi, can you
Hmm.
please say that again?
Yes, he's handpicked, y'all. That's who they wanted to be president. So if this man, something was to happen to Trump, this man would be worse. Trump focused on all kind of ways to enrich himself, and he focused on the wrong thing. But I'm telling you, JD Vance will be worse
Mm-hmm.
than Trump. I'm telling y'all, this man, that at the pace that the Heritage Foundation is working behind the scenes. Remember, I gave y'all that Project 2025 tracker information. Y'all, at the speed they're working on this with Trump is crazy, but with Vance in there, everything will be done by the end of the year.
Yep, he might. Yes, now he might be the Antichrist. I think Vance is slighted and left out, and he might flip the script, but they keep calming him down. They keep calling Vance down because Donald Trump is doing him the same way he did his last vice president. He don't know nothing. He don't. Do you see Vance flying anywhere representing our country? Because Donald Trump don't want him.
He went over there and touched the Pope, and he was gone hours later.
Mhm. I'm gonna tell you, prayer is our answer. Stop looking at everywhere and getting distracted by this silly Diddy trial. Diddy's Diddy, look, they talking about Tory Lane coming home. All this stuff that they want to be relevant to us black folk. But we not looking that the food banks are running out of food. LA supermarkets are daggone empty. They trying to get rid of old food. Watch your expiration dates on your food. Rotate your food. Get your paperwork together. Order what you need now because the mail is running slow.
It
Plus,
really is.
he's young with two young kids. Do y'all see Melania out there saying, I'm gonna do this charity for the children? Melania is living her best life in her own life.
She don't give up. Uh,
She
she
don't care.
don't.
Yep. So y'all, when this interchange happen, we need to be steadfast and we need to tell our children, don't be out there getting drunk and you don't know what's going on when they start deleting our young men and women. Okay? Yes. Talking with Shayna said she got some old letters delivered to her house this morning. They
And not to mention all the recalls on produce lately, y'all. Y'all better get y'all some 5-gallon bags and go ahead and grow you a little bit of food if there ain't nobody on the patio. I'm telling y'all.
Y'all, those grow bags on Amazon are cheap. Get you some dirt and listen, start growing stuff. Listen, when stuff pop off, I'm going straight to Niecy house.
Yeah, I've been getting my stuff. Y'all been okay. Everybody said that back in 2020 we were fear mongering so bad. Oh, ain't nothing gonna happen like that, and there's no way that this and this is gonna happen. Baby, that's why I got me some potassium iodine back then in case the nuclear bomb drops somewhere near this house. I'm telling y'all, go ahead and get y'all a radiation if you can afford this stuff. Radiation suit, a mask. Like, if you can't afford that, then go to Lowe's and get you some of those painters plastic where you can seal up your windows and stuff like that. People thought I'm being paranoid. People thought I'm being hysterical, even with Project 2025. Now look at where we at. The amount of people that was in my inbox on Instagram saying that I'm being hysterical and got Trump derangement syndrome. Let me tell y'all, so y'all, I'm telling y'all, you and then you see what Netanyahu doing over there. Um, not only attacking Gaza, but now attacking Iran. Well, Iran. I would never say it right in the country. But he's over there attacking them, saying that they shouldn't have access to a nuclear weapon. Why? Everybody else got one. Like, you just finding any way, anyhow, to go into these countries where you don't think the leader is adequate and doing what you want to do. It's crazy. It's crazy. Leave them folks alone. If they want to enrich uranium, they got just as much. For me, they got as much business having a nuclear weapon as we do with the idiot we got in office. So how can y'all go the country to country? Just like America, we've been country to country, the country, getting rid of people we see as dictators. We've been all around the world in other people's business, getting rid of people that we feel like are dictators to end up with one ourselves.
Yeah, that's facts, Nisi. But I want y'all to take a look at these families I'm about to show y'all. I want y'all to remember these men right here. Wait a minute. I don't turn. Remember these men.
Something just happened in Philadelphia.
Look at these men. You see these men right here? They said, "Hi, we're building a world of training where everyone will be our slaves and no rights, property, or privacy."
I like hold them pictures up again.
Here, let me take you down for 1 second. Do y'all recognize any of these men? And it says, stand up or lose your right. It's really simple. Look out for your family and friends or become lost in a race that never ends. Be careful. And yes, I heard about the meteorites. It was Justin. It was Justin. He was talking about there were two meteorites coming straight for Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Bill Gates and all these people, they gonna stop it because they know that when these meteorites come, let me tell you what happens. They might have them bunkers, okay? They might can go up under them bunkers, but that meteorite is gonna go straight through the ground. So they'll probably stop it. I'm trying to think of this boy name. Yeah, I heard of the meteorites. Uh-huh. I'm gonna find out where you talking
Mm-hmm.
about this. Because
Mm-mm.
wait a minute. But
Something just happened to an airplane 787 in Philly.
mm, Philly is getting hit with a lot of stuff, okay? Philly is getting hit with a lot of planes are still crashing, just not many in the United States. They gave us enough crashes to really scare us to not get on flights, to keep us where we are. This is part of trying to keep us in the house. Niecy, what happened to you?
I don't know. It kicked me out.
Because you're telling the truth. Well,
Hey,
y'all, we just had a senator arrested. Representative Robert J. R.J. May was arrested. He's a Republican, and he's arrested for, I don't know, baby. It is so much going on. They're talking about Diddy took out a lot of people, and when are those things going to come up? When are
mm,
those things are going to come up? And they saying they want to take out R. Kelly because R. Kelly knows the secrets. Okay, listen to this, y'all. I want y'all to hear this loud.
Asteroids could be on their way to Earth, and we have maybe 2 weeks' notice if we're lucky.
Or not.
All right, y'all. So some news: 3 city killer asteroids could be on their way to Earth, and we have maybe 2 weeks' notice if we're lucky. So right now they're kind of hiding by Venus, shielded by the sun, and scientists are saying that we won't even know or see them until they're headed this way. Now, the smallest of these measures about 300 feet in diameter, the biggest 1,300 feet in diameter. Should any of them hit, the crater is going to be about 2 miles wide in diameter, create tsunamis, fires, literally wipe cities completely off the map, and expel more energy than 1 million atomic bombs, the type that hit Hiroshima. So just let that sink in. These things are moving about 30,000 miles an hour, and at one day in the very, very near future, we could see a headline that says, NASA says we got 13 days left, and they're hurtling towards Earth, and it could wipe a large portion of people out. But, there's a lot of billionaires who have rockets now that could either escape or maybe help other people. So we'll see how that goes. Nevertheless, drop your thoughts in the comments about this. Make sure you hit that follow.
Let me tell you something. This is where we go back to the beginning. God. God got us. There's a lot going on. It's hard to keep up because they keep throwing things that's non-essential in our face. Diddy, all this. The National Guards will be standing around out there like they're doing here. They hungry. They saying it was Father's Day. We wasn't with our families because we in California. But they didn't go nowhere else. Donald Trump is trying to get at Newsom. Sometimes the world feels like it's not a real place, and then others is a scary place. But being prepared could soften the blow. I'm going to tell you, what did God tell you? Fear not, for I am. We can't live in fear. This sounds
I ain't scared.
Huh?
I said I ain't scared at all. I'm not.
The date on the video was a week ago. I'm telling you, if you trust in God, and that's the bottom line, because guess what? When people say God will not bless your mess, Marcella, I'm going to tell you something. I have never told y'all I wasn't a sinner. Now, I did some videos on Instagram with Fantasia and Patti LaBelle, and somebody said, are you and Tim breaking up? We ain't going nowhere. Me and Tim don't have no type of problems. Tim just thinks he's married to a crazy girl. But I am, and we are in love, okay? Every day, all day. Please, people, stop reading into my shorts. I just like those songs and I am singing them. That's it. Tim ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I had to answer this question because people are asking me, am my husband and I breaking up? No. We might break up after this next prank I'm going to do on him. We might be broken up for about an hour. But I'm about to do a prank on Tim that he might get a little upset, and I plan on videotaping it all quick. Jesus as our protector, I will pray without ceasing. Kirk Franklin said it best when he accepted his award. That's right. When I say scary, I'm talking about like racism. Yes, but racism have always been here. Always. It's just rearing its ugly head. But guess what? Pray and shoot without ceasing. Okay?
Well,
Now,
y'all know I always told y'all that the KKK ain't never went nowhere here. So we been in the thick of things.
yep. No salt, Marcy, please. No, it ain't gonna be no salt. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Cause when Tim get back here today, I'm gonna pull this prank on him and oh my goodness. That's how people just want to be loud and wrong, don't even know what's going on. You're singing them songs you and Mr. Tim got to be getting a divorce. That's crazy. Yes, oh, baby. I'm gonna prank my husband today and he's gonna snap, but it's gonna be, and I'm a act. Oh my God, I can't wait to do this prank on him. And baby, I'm gonna get it all on camera, y'all.
Still gonna be like, ain't there another movie or script or something you can go film and leave me alone?
No, I can't leave Tim alone because he is so easy to get. Like the bed bug thing. He said her house nasty on the bed bug prank. I was like, Lord have mercy. And he was sleeping. I woke him up and I was like, you know, when your husband is getting in your business, when he was over there sleeping. And when I said, well, you ain't got to sleep in no car, you can come here. Tim eyes,
You were like,
his eyes were still shut. But I noticed that ear had poked up a little bit. I said, you can come here. He said, no, she can't. No, she can't. And he was serious. No, she got family. Don't she got family? But I'm going to get him today, y'all. You know, I have to give it a little couple of days. And I'm going to spill something sticky. Let me tell you what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to put something sticky on the counter. And I'm going to put a bowl there. And I'm going to act like I can't pull the bowl up. But the bowl going to have flour in it. And when he go to pull it up, the flour gonna go all over him. And that's the prank. Miss Davis, how can I help you? I stand when the school is out tomorrow, y'all, in Virginia. The kids got one more day of school.
Oh,
London is like, grandma, pick me up. Grandma, let's go here. Grandma. And I'm saying, oh my goodness. But y'all watch my shorts. I put down 2 shorts yesterday. I'm about to drop. I got 3 more shorts I got that I just did today. I'm going to drop one tomorrow and I'm going to let y'all see why people are saying is I'm getting a divorce. People want me to get a divorce. Now with these 5 carats, hoping that we survive this world, I can get 7 carats. And I'm not talking about Bugs Bunny carats either. Yes. No, he ain't watching. Tim is not a fan. He is. If I ask him come on to get on the show, let's do a show tonight. Tim be excited. He said he gonna talk about Jehovah God in the Bible and stuff. And I love that.
Lord God.
Huh?
Linda Ice is in her little town right now. Lord, please protect
Oh
my
yeah.
husband, Lord. Please protect him, Lord. God knows I ain't playing. Y'all think I'm being funny. But I don't went through 2 more house husbands. So
Mm.
I need my house husband, Lord. Mm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm not lying to you. At night before me and Tim go to bed, and y'all know I go to bed like 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. Okay, my husband said before you go to sleep, let me pray, and he will grab my hand. He said, Jehovah God, cover me and my husband, me and my wife, and our children and our friends. Tim is so sincere. It is really, really crazy. And when I do things like, I can tell you when he gets a call from somebody and he tells them no or no thank you, and they keep calling him, he'll say, "Can you call my wife, please?" And then they said, "Well, we spoke to Mr. Davis and he was saying, but no." And then I say, "It's hell no." And don't call him no more. We
Yes, my house has a husband.
mm-hmm.
She has a husband, honey. She done been through 3 now. We can't keep getting married now.
Who?
My house.
Oh, oh no, I ain't getting married no more. We gonna be deaf to us part. If they tell me an asteroid coming down here, I'm gonna grab and hold him, and we gonna start praying. But we ain't talking in tongues. We ain't doing none of that. All right, y'all. I just came to checking in. I love y'all. I want y'all to watch When Tay Talk tonight because another court filing has came out, and y'all need to hear about it, baby, because it's my lawyer done dropped a atomic. I can't say the other word, okay? So y'all better be watching for it tonight. Niecy is hilarious, yes. And you know what, y'all? I'll call Niecy just to make her laugh because you know she I just love Niecy laugh, okay?
My real laugh is crazy, y'all, when I really be crying.
And do you know that every time I call Niecy, I seem to catch her in the shower and she be in, I'll call you when I get out, child. I'll look at it when I get out, child. And she be in the shower and Niecy lives in the damn shower. And I said, you know she don't stink. You know,
Baby.
stay in the shower, okay?
Sleep don't hit right until you wash your ass first.
When
It's
Niecy be
what
in the
my
shower all the time. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about Niecy that's really, 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 really funny. Niecy paints her bathroom like every 6-7 months. The bathroom be Paris, then it's something else, and it's something else. And Niecy just got finished decorating the same daggone bathroom. She likes to go through, then it's her kitchen, then it's her room, then it's this. And I said, "In your walls a different color?" She said, "No, child, I painted." Again.
I have to go over it. Like my husband be knocking like the paint off, especially with the drawers. So I have to go back and paint over that because I'm on the toilet. And the only thing I can think about is not doing what I'm supposed to do on the toilet. I be looking at those little chips of paint everywhere. So I be having to go over it because I'm like, how is he knocking paint off the drawers, Lord? You supposed to hold the knob to open it. So how are you knocking paint off the drawers?
Y'all, I'm not kidding when I tell you this. Niecy be painting. Niecy always got something to do, and then she is sleep all day, and then she'll get up. I'm surprised she's up right now. Oh, it's 4:35. Niecy be up. But y'all, I'm about to drop a video and speak with your girl Marcella.
It's ready to throw down out there.
Yeah. Oh, y'all, it's been raining every day for about a month here.
I love it because God watered my garden for me.
Yes, my garden is growing too. But you know, I won't go over there. I just look at it from the window and admire it. Y'all, I'm going to drop a short. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out of here. Niecy, you got something to say, mama?
No, I'm gone. So girl,
All right, I'm going to drop this video. Y'all go to my shorts. Bye-bye.